Being chosen by God is a beautiful calling, but it's not an easy one. What many people don't realize is that those called by God often carry battles that others never see. There are hidden struggles that come with carrying a heavy spiritual assignment. If you've ever felt like your walk with God is lonelier, harder, or more confusing than you expected, you're not crazy. You're just walking a road that few understand. Today, let's talk about 5 hidden struggles chosen ones face even when no one else sees it. Struggle 1 is deep loneliness. Even when you're surrounded by people, there's a part of you that feels different, set apart, like you don't fully fit in anywhere. That's because God marked you for something greater, and your spirit knows it. You weren't called to blend in. You were called to stand out. But the loneliness can feel crushing at times, especially when the people closest to you don't seem to understand the dreams, the convictions, or the burdens you carry. The struggle, too, is being misunderstood. You might act out of obedience, say what God puts on your heart, or follow His leading, and still be judged for it. People might see you as too intense, too sensitive, too extreme. They might even reject you. What they don't see is the weight you carry in private. The prayers you pray when no one's watching, the tears you cry when you wonder if it's worth it. Being chosen often means being misunderstood. But remember, Jesus Himself was misunderstood by the very people He came to save. Struggle 3 is intense spiritual warfare. Chosen ones are prime targets for the enemy. Because you're carrying destiny. Because you're carrying influence. Because your obedience threatens darkness in ways you can't even imagine. That's why the attacks sometimes feel relentless. Fear, doubt, temptation, confusion. It can all feel amplified when you're walking in your calling. But the enemy's attacks are actually confirmation that you are a threat. Greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. Struggle 4 is carrying heavy burdens for others. Sometimes chosen ones feel the pain of people around them more deeply. You might weep for people you barely know. Feel heaviness over cities, churches, even nations. You intercede without always knowing why. It's part of the calling. To stand in the gap, to carry others in prayer, to be a voice for those who can't find their own. But it's exhausting at times. It's heavy, and it can make you feel isolated in ways you can't always explain. Struggle 5 is the constant refining process. When you're chosen, God doesn't leave you the way He found you. He molds you, prunes you, tests you, and sometimes it feels like you're walking through fire after fire with barely a break in between. It's not because He's punishing you, it's because He's preparing you. A greater anointing requires a greater breaking. And while the refining hurts, it's also producing pure gold in your spirit. Trust the process. God is not trying to destroy you. He's building you for something far bigger than you can see right now. If these struggles sound familiar, know this. You're not forgotten. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. God chose you because He knew you could handle the weight, with Him by your side. He's building strength, endurance, and wisdom inside of you that this world desperately needs. You are not alone in this journey. Every lonely night, every tear you cried in silence, every battle you fought in secret, God saw it, and He's been with you through it all. Your story is not over. Your best days are still ahead. You are chosen. You are equipped. You are deeply loved by a God who never makes mistakes. So stand firm. Keep pressing forward. Your hidden struggles are not signs of failure. They are signs of your calling. And what God has started in you, He will surely finish.